Alright guys, by popular demand, elephant money. Yeah, getting lots of requests for this, and rightfully so. I mean, it is a good dapp. Yeah. So yeah, some of the background on this. This comes from a guy that did an application called Bankroll Flow, and that was actually like the original, like the OG before Drip. That's where Drip got a lot of its, um, I guess, tokenomics or economics from to provide that, the Drip network. And then this actually is from that the same guy that did that Bankroll Flow created this, and so it's basically cousins of Drip network. So you'll see a lot of some similarities in here, and yeah, so let's get into it. Again, this is not an ROI dapp. This isn't gonna, you're not gonna net 50% a week or anything like this. This is a slow investment strategy. This is not one where you're gonna be able to take out tons, like put it in and then take out a bunch right in a week or two. I've done others where we talk, this is going to be more on the level of, not even baked beans, because baked beans, you build your, you really build your principal that it's earning off of pretty quickly. So baked beans is kind of in the middle between ROI dapp versus like a drip system. This is going to be like a drip garden, or, kind of a staking pool or something like that that's going to earn you, a 0.5% to 1% a day. But there's, you should also, this isn't financial advice, but you should also diversify where you put your funds. And these ones that are, slow investments. I say slow. By standards of banks and stuff, this is still super high rates. It is still DeFi, so it's high risk. But in the world of crypto, it's I guess it's all relative, Anyway, guys, let's talk about elephant money. So there's two parts to elephant money. One is the elephant token, and then the other is Trunk and Stampede. When you see this, you might not know how this works, but the way this is elephant is, it's basically a reflection token, and you can go and you can purchase the elephant token, and then you get rewards based off the taxes that are placed on other buys and sells of that token, because you're taxed 10% in, 10% out. We've done reviews on other systems of this kind of investment before. So you're going to be making basically money when these tokens are bought or sold. And the other one is Trunk Stampede, which is actually like a combination between a staking pool option and also Drip network. And we'll get into this. And I actually have a full BNB that I'm going to put into this right now, and kind of walk you through how it's done and what you could expect. So let's start with elephant. I got my one BNB, and then I split up and stuck 75% of it into BUSD to jump into the Trunk Stampede, and I've got another 0.25 with a little bit of gas in my other part of it. So let's start with elephant. I'm gonna my strategy is to put a quarter of it in elephant and the other 75% over in Trunk Stampede. And I haven't decided. I'll probably put it in Stampede because I like the idea of more of the drip system versus staking. Anyway, yeah, we'll get into that. So let's start with elephant. We come into elephant. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's really buy or sell this token. That's all it is. I mean, there's no real, you don't have to stake anything, you don't have to do anything. All you do is buy the token. So what we'll do is we'll connect our wallet. It shows I have the BNB in here. So I'm gonna put in 0.25 which will give me 292.1377 million elephant. So all we do is buy that, and it says it's complete. We'll wait for that to complete on the blockchain, and there it is. That's all you do, is you buy it and you hold it in your wallet, and then every time a transaction is done, there's a 10% is charged on it, and those fees are split up between everybody that holds it, and it gets sent out to the holders of the wallet. So there's nothing you need to do to really gain anything off of this. It's got some stats and things like that. So yeah, basically it sits in your wallet and you gain more in your wallet as time goes on. That's how it works. It's just a reflection token you'll earn by just holding it in your wallet. So that is the elephant side. Now let's go into Trunk Stampede. This is where it gets more interesting. Let's connect our wallet here. So you've got options here. First, you need to mint the token, which is basically pegged to, we need to enable it. Save that. So what you need to do is you need to get the token, which is pegged to BUSD, or a stable coin. And what we can do, I don't know why it doesn't just give us a max that we could stick in there, because I just want to use everything. Make sure I get that right. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty well pegged. I mean, it's almost even, slightly lower the trunk token. And so that's what you need, is you need the trunk token first. So you'll go ahead and hit mint. Wait for that to complete. Hopefully we don't burn all of our gas here. We might need a little bit more, but that's fine. I'll get some more. So yeah, then you've got your trunk token. It shows that's available. Now you've got two options here. You can either stake that in the trunk, or you can deposit it in Stampede. So those are your options. So with staking, what happens is you stick it in there, and you can compound it, and if you just stick it in there, you're going to automatically make 67%. If this stays pegged to BUSD, it's a great place where you could just stick stablecoin basically, and then you can compound, and with compounding, that APR will go to like 200% a year if you go in here and compound it daily. And the best part about that is, it's staking. You can withdraw that at any time. You can withdraw your 324 in my case. I could withdraw that after I've staked it for a while. So I get that back. The other option is being in the Stampede. What you do is you deposit this into the bond, and with Stampede, it's more like Drip, where you deposit this, you don't get the principal back, you get the rewards that come from it, and with it, once you stick that in there, you'll have your rewards, bonds, your maturity, things like that, and then you can roll, which is compound, or you can claim the rewards. So yeah, it's very much like Drip if you're involved in Drip. I've had a lot of people ask me why I didn't do a video on Drip. I honestly didn't get in early enough on Drip, and the token's been dropping, and I'm kind of waiting for it to stabilize, and then I'll think about getting in on it, but I'm not going to jump into something that value of it's, I know that it's been dropping. But this is something, new that the token will likely go up, or at least stay stable. So I don't want to, I don't want to jinx myself here, but that's the risk we take, is, something like this might just fall apart and the token goes to nothing. So yeah, that's kind of how this works. The other part about this is you can airdrop tokens to people. It's got different stats, things like that. And also over here on the overview, there's a couple things we can talk about here. Talks about airdrops you've done, your team. This isn't like Drip where you have to have a partner or an address or anything. But if you do have a partner, the partner that you use and also yourself gets a 0.5% for using it. So yeah, and also the best part about this is later on you can change your partner. You can update your partner in this. So if you've got a buddy you've been using for a while and then you change it, you can change to somebody else, which is kind of cool. You're not tied into the first person that you stick in there. And then you can check an address to see if they're on your team. I'm pretty sure to see if they're in your tree. Yeah, that's kind of how that would work. Yeah, and then how many overall airdrops and partners there are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this thing right here in this bond. Hopefully I've got enough gas to do this. I'm pretty sure I do. Let's wait for that to happen before that. We're going to stick it all in there. And that is enabled. We'll hit bond. Wait for that to complete. And it's there, it's done. There we go, and then it should just start, cranking away. 205% APR. Of course, the more you roll or compound those rewards you get, the faster this thing can grow for you. I'm still torn on the strategy that I'll use for this, but I'll probably add more into this as time goes on, and also keep compounding. Yeah. So yeah, it's very Drip-esque, but also has different features for things like, you can stake up here instead of doing the bond. So yeah, and that way you can actually, I might throw some stablecoin over here just because I love having stablecoin available. Just stick it in here and then just watch to make sure it stays pegged pretty closely, because I might as well be earning a lot on my stablecoin. I mean, if you can do 67%, and then you can compound that, that's really good for a stablecoin. And as long as it stays pegged, I'm pretty darn happy with that. Anyway, guys, that is Elephant Money. That's kind of an overview of it. People, there's still a lot more into it. That's the very basics of it. I don't know. There's not much more you could do with it, but I mean, it's all about compounding and earning those rewards. But like I said, this is not like high ROI. You're not going to be making 600% in 2 weeks or anything like that. This is just a slow roll. Just keep it. My whole strategy in crypto is, yes, if I can find those big gains quick, take them, but use a decent chunk of my portfolio and make sure I'm earning a little bit more every single day. If I can make half to a 1% every single day, I am very happy with that. You know, the whole goal is to try to do 9% a week on my total portfolio, but that's very difficult to do, because you know I try to keep stuff in more conservative things like elephant money. Anyway, guys, yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. I will leave my little partner address in the description. I would appreciate if you use me as a partner. You can always change it later. I don't know. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think about this. I really like these very long-term dapps. I know I had a comment saying, "Hey, he's not going to do that. He only does these." Yeah, no, it's probably just a joke. I have done a few dapps in the past of slower investment strategies and dapps out there. I'll probably do more and more as time goes on, and really focus on the better at the ROI dapps. And you know, there's a lot of the garbage that just comes out on Hayes Crypto every day. There was one today that actually had lockups, and they didn't even measure it in days; it was measured in hours. And I'm waiting to see that one because the first lockup ends in 7 hours from the beginning. It's going to be interesting to watch that one. Anyway, guys, that's Elephant Money. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to hit subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.